They say you don't truly know Baja until she's given you both a feast and a trial. Our feast was caught off the side of a boat and cooked on a beach. We didn't know that a trial was coming when we turned inland from the Sea of Cortez. We chased the silent and epic beauty of the rugged mountains on Icehouse Road, and were lulled to sleep by the Pacific Ocean under the stars at Guerrero sand dunes. We decided to turn north and revisit our favorite place, Puertecitos. But then, our trial. Nathan's bike broke down and we had to leave him by the side of the road while Tim and I found help. Our trial taught us about the kindness of strangers and the loyalty of friends. Baja reminded us it's not about the destination, it's about who carries you home. Good morning from Mulege.
We're here this morning for a visit with our friend Aria, and we're going to go for a boat trip, catch some fish, and cook some fish right on an island just across the bay here.
We're excited. This is our pontoon boat behind us. Aria, Ginseng, Nathan getting on, Tim's on his way. I'm going to hop on there and we're going to go catch some fish, eat some fish. I don't know how much catching we're doing. We're going to enjoy some fishing and fish. How's everybody feeling?
Fast, lightweight.
Tim super leggera.
Get to lunch.
That was a group of boobies. So we actually have mostly brown-footed, but there are blue-footed boobies that nest here, which is one of the few places in the world.
But alcohol really
Kris.
What? Take the video. Tension on the line. Reel it.
This is harder to the animals that listen to me when I talk to them. Come on. It's the circle of life. Oh, we got away! It was this big. Oh, it's coming in. It's coming in. We got one. Barracuda. Oh. Oh my gosh, I could just sit on that boat in this beautiful bay forever. I think Aria told us that Jacques Cousteau calls it the aquarium of the world. I'll have to ask her if that's right. Just so many different types of birds. We saw blue-footed boobies and terns and seagulls and pelicans and cranes and herons. And I don't even know. And then we saw lots of different fish that they were catching. We could see some through the sea, not a ton. It's a little bit windy, so we're not getting a glass smooth surface. And it was just so relaxing. We sat on the boat, chatted, and enjoyed the ride and caught up on life. And now I'm just really looking forward to our boat coming back with some fresh fish. They're gonna cook it on the beach for us.
Oh man, there's more.
There's more.
It's literally a full table of clams. A little bit of squeezed lemon, a little hot sauce.
It's really good. Fish tacos. We haven't missed a day.
Fish Veracruz. What's your rating, Kris?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
Mostly better.
Goodbye to our little island where we had the fresh fish that we just caught today. Here we are back at home.
I am blissed out.
This is such a good day.
Walking back to the shore. Tim's carrying all the stuff. I should have videoed getting the pup out of the boat.
We made it back to where we started. So cool. Tim, did you have a good time?
I did. I had a really good time.
Alright, we're gonna check out the coffee shop. I hear there's wonderful sweet treats.
Chocolate chip cookie, do you have those?
Yes, I ordered one.
Just cats. So I came.
Let's see what Tim thinks of the cinnamon roll.
Oh, I'm seeing it in the eyes.
You're my friend. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Tim did his oil change. Except none of us had a 13, so he did the brave thing. He went and found a local who was fixing his boat and asked for a tool in Espanol and got what he needed.
Got what I needed.
So exciting.
I'm so thankful for whoever he is.
Well, good morning. It is the last morning we have in Mulege, and it has been a really lovely time. The best part, of course, has been getting to see our friend Aria. Everything down here is magical, but I think we all decided, not being huge Baja racing people, that not making it to Mike's Sky Ranch or Coyote Cow's wasn't a huge deal, that we all loved Puertecitos so much that we'd love to do another night there. And so we're sort of building the rest of our trip around both seeing new things and then getting another night at Puertecitos. Jim rode over. We're excited to go to the cafe. I'm going to get chai today because that was delicious yesterday.
Queso!
Gosh, chilaquile is one of my favorite things, and they make it so good. All right, we're saying our farewells to our favorite restaurant and our favorite person, but a whale came to say farewell to us.
Aria, it was so good to see you.
I see you too. I'm ready to keep her. And I want to grab you and keep you too.
She is a keeper.
And you are a keeper.
We stopped by the Mulege sign. The plan is today we're gonna do a little bit of Ice House Road. The problem with Ice House Road and all the roads that go over the mountains to the Pacific side, there's a whole bunch of deep water crossings.
So just check it out for a while till we can't go anymore, and then we're gonna go to Rice and Beans, a famous Baja stop in San Ignacio.
Leaving the palms of Playa Burro, we track north through Mulege, taking in the final moments of smooth pavement. But the soul of Baja starts where the asphalt ends. Turning inland, the rhythm changes as the road shifts to chunky gray gravel and biting brown sand.
My kickstand doesn't want to stay in the sand, so Kris is holding my bike.
It's a universal truth. The further you get down a dirt road, the better the world looks.
Oh, it's really pretty in here.
No matter the map, the mountains always offer the same reward. Spectacular views, and the kind of riding you never want to end.
Really pretty. It's a fun road. I really love the rocks. The red rocks are a different kind of rock than the peach rocks that we saw before. Those were more like spaghetti western, and these are red like Utah. And then it was so cool to come over that last hill, and in front of us was an expanse of green.
Yeah, and the plateau, the big plateau in front of us.
The butterflies up here. I'm loving it. I wish we didn't have to turn around. We knew it could go through, but I don't trust it.
This is Ice House Road, and we had to turn around down below because, well, we're told that there are some big, deep water crossings and only passable in a boat. So last I checked, our motorcycles are not capable of that, but I'm going to scurry my way down the hill and not get stabbed by that cactus right there. Find my motorcycle and catch up to everybody else.
Floating above the El Rosarito Range, you can see a side of Baja that few ever witness. Weeks of rare rain have painted these rugged peaks with streaks of impossible green, softening the edges of a normally brutal landscape. Beneath us, the winding tracks of Ice House Road cut through the dust, leading towards massive plateaus that seem to hold up the sky. It's in these remote pockets of the world where the noise of life finally fades, replaced by the rhythm of the engines and the shared strength of friendship. We're doing exactly what we love, finding the furthest point on the map and riding through it together. But even out here, the road eventually finds its end. With word from locals that the trail doesn't go through, it's time to turn the bikes around. Goodbye to these mountains. They gave us everything we came looking for. Next stop, Rice and Beans.
We made it back into town. The others are coming. Got a local here on a little Chinese bike. So that was a fun little side adventure. That was Ice House Road. Too bad we can't go through, but we got to see some pretty views and share with you guys what's possible down here in Mulege. Somewhere along here, the ice house exists, but we were not able to spot it. But I think they used this as a starting point to haul ice across over the mountains to the other side of the mountains, to the Pacific side. That's my guess. I don't know for sure. I'm sure I'll tell you guys in the captions.
Mulege was our southernmost milestone. Now, as our front tires point north, there's a quiet weight in the back of our minds, knowing that every mile of Highway 1 is now a mile closer to the border and eventually to the end of the road. We're burning miles towards San Ignacio, savoring the rhythm while we have it. Next stop, Rice and Beans.
Made it to Rice and Beans. think it's right here. You hungry?
Welcome.
Rice and beans. This is a famous Baja stop. Look at that.
Rice and beans. Look at all of these stickers all over the place. Wow. Crazy.
Hola! Welcome to Rice and Beans.
Whoa.
Are you ready?
Primero.
Primero parking. And I'm gonna give it a little tilt so you know Kris on it.
Has to look like it's rolling, right?
That's right. For the love of knobs. Everybody here loves knobs. E-tires. Sharing a plate at Rice and Beans, and guess what it has on it? Rice and beans.
Well, we pulled off at the gas station today and discovered Tim has a leaking fork seal. Oh yeah. Squirting some juice.
Oh yeah.
Getting that juice in there. Well, hopefully that does the trick, yeah?
Yeah, and if not, oh well.
Well, Rice and Beans. Good, not amazing, but it was kind of cool to go there and say we've been there. Here we go.
Leaving Rice and Beans with full bellies, we settled into the long 100-mile ride through the Vizcaíno Desert. There's a specific kind of meditation that happens on Highway 1. Just the hum of the tires and the blurred texture of the remote pavement melting away beneath the pegs. Passing through the town of Alvarado, I caught my shadow stretched out long against the asphalt. The short winter days in Baja gently reminding us to get somewhere before dark, as riding out at night is not recommended. As we finally turned off the highway toward the coast, the sky began to catch fire. The sun wasn't just setting, it was bleeding into a molten, deep orange that turned the sky into a gradient of glowing amber. Kris's Overlander campsite find led us to the very edge of the Pacific. We're pitching our tents right on the tide line tonight, with no way of knowing if the rising ocean will respect our campsite or claim it before the morning.
Well, we found our campsite for the night. It's kind of out in the middle of nothing next to the ocean.
Today we crossed the entire continent of Baja from the east side to the west side. And that's kind of cool. Yes, it's the continent of Baja. Tim is questioning my words. The entire peninsula, that was the word I couldn't think of. And I don't know, that's kind of cool, and we're going to do the same thing tomorrow. As far as I know, unless we change our plan. We are just outside of Guerrero. I used Overlander to find us at his first camping spot. We are camping between the ocean and the mountains. And the sun has just set. We got to watch it as a big orange ball dropping into the ocean. And so the ocean is peach, and the mountains are blue and purple and pink. And it's really beautiful. I think that's Negro. It has more light than I would have anticipated. We just drove through the outskirts of town. Well, I think it's Monday. I'm losing track of days here. And we are in Negro, where we camped on the beach, close to the beach. We got here at sunset. It was gorgeous. Set up our tents. Today, we have a pretty mellow ride planned out to Puertecitos, I think. I feel like our plan continues to evolve. But first, breakfast. Super hungry. We didn't even get dinner last night after our late lunch at Rice and Beans. And getting here at sunset, we literally set up the tents, crawled into bed. I was going to read for a little bit, and I fell asleep. And I think Nathan did too.
It was a dewy night last night. We all slept pretty well. We went to bed early. Sunrise is warming the place up, so that feels nice. But Kris is packing down the tent. We're actually both packing down the tent. I'm just taking a break. I think we're ready to go into town for breakfast. What do you think, Kris? Kris is very hungry. I could do with some coffee. Tim is very wet as well. Tim, tell us how wet you are.
Very moist. Sleeping bag, sleeping pad, everything is wet.
Dueling upside down tents. The morning revealed what the darkness had hidden, the Pacific in all its magnificence, framed by endless dunes and distant rugged peaks. The tide had kept its distance, leaving us with a pristine desert morning and a slow ride back towards Guerrero.
It looks like civilization, doesn't it?
With breakfast on the horizon and salt air in our lungs, we just soaked it all in. It's rare to be that present, and we knew exactly how lucky we were to be living in that moment.
This is cute. Nathan found us open breakfast. Buenos dias.
They gave us these little purse tree things for putting our gear on. We need these in the US. I've decided, Tim.
They're awesome.
I have a purse. What are you getting?
I'm sharing Tim's.
Two of everything.
Good cakes, huh?
Good cakes.
After fueling up on a solid breakfast in Guerrero, Negro, we pointed the bikes north for a 200-mile pavement ride. We're headed back to Puertecitos, drawn by the memory of Juan's cooking and those magic tidal hot springs that somehow captured our hearts. In Baja, time is a strange thing. Those few days away felt like a month. You know you're in the right place when the highway suddenly gives way to a dirt bypass. On a dual sport, a construction detour isn't just a delay, it's a gift. Usually those tracks are a nightmare of getting dusted by the big rigs, but we got lucky this time. The road was clear, the throttle was open, and for a few miles, the desert was ours. My bike is not sounding good. It's much more clattery than it normally would be. We talked about it as a team. We're not going to risk any side adventures in the desert until we know a little bit more about what's going on. It does have oil in it, so it's not like it's low on oil. Our plan is going to be to get us to Puertecitos, figure out from there. If we make it, great. We were planned on spending a day or two there anyway, and then call Scott and Steph, see if they want to load the bike up, and we could pay them to take us to the border. Hopefully it makes it to Puertecitos. Well, sad to say, this is the end of the journey for me. The 500 has given up. Here we are. Motorcycles break down sometimes. Gonna guess that something in the bottom end went. Starting to clatter really, really loudly towards the end, and then I just started losing power. So rather than locking up the engine, I decided to pull off into this little pull-off area. Kris and Tim took off to find some cell service or internet and try and get us some help. I'm about 400 kilometers, maybe 500 from the border. A long ways.
Well, we made it to the fish market, and the rest of this adventure is going to be figuring out how to get Nathan's bike back across the border. We'll see what happens next. All right, everybody, this is Blake. I walked into the store and asked the poor man behind the counter if there was anybody we could borrow a truck from and a driver. And then Blake showed up and said, "Let's go get your husband." Proof that there is good and amazingness in the universe. So we are going to go get Nathan, and we'll take you along for the ride. All right, they just lifted the bike into the back of the truck.
Well, we made it to Puertecitos, thanks to our new friend, and we're unloading the bike.
Break, no break.
2, 3. Yeah, we can lower it.
No ramp required. Current plan, we're gonna stay here in Puertecitos in the Palapas. Kris is gonna go up to the fish market and see if she gets cell service or Wi-Fi or whatever, and trying to arrange with Scott and Steph to get a ride to the border tomorrow. My other friend Blake, who I have to say a huge thank you for coming and rescuing me in the middle of the highway, about, 25 miles south of here. He's a rider, and that's why he came and just dropped everything and came and picked us up. So that was really helpful, and I think it goes to show you that motorcycles unite us all, and the community is all about helping each other, and I think that's true for any hobby that you get into more passionately, is that we're all here, humans. Sometimes bad things happen, and the best thing to do is, at least for good karma, is to help each other. So thank you, Blake. Okay, Puertecitos. Cafe says it's open, I think. We're gonna go check. Juan! Juan is doing Juan things, setting us up with all kinds of different treats.
I don't know if I should be scared.
No.
He's got the chili out.
No, this is scary.
My mouth's already.
Named Serranito.
Serenito, yeah.
Jalapeno.
My mouth's already on fire.
This
In this jalapenos.
All right, Juan's making me something with vodka. Is very bonita.
bonita.
All right, Juan brought us dinner. Camarones y pescado. Fresh tortillas. Muy bien. We've been adopted by a kitty over there. I don't think you can see it, but I can see it. It's so cute. We've been adopted by a kitty. I've been calling her or him Butterscotch. And she's attempting to get into the tent, but I'm blocking her. That. Now Butterscotch and Nathan are making friends. I suppose even more important. Maybe not. Look at that sunrise. Wow, what a great night. We had a lovely dinner that Juan cooked us in the restaurant. We think he may not have been feeling great yesterday. Ah, yes. Sunrise, ocean, hot springs. Let's go see if any of the springs are not under the ocean. All right, this is taking us down. Hola! Timote is enjoying the sunrise and the hot springs. Oh, the tide is high. All right, so Tim has discovered. He was here for an hour. It was very cold. He's checking it again.
It is like cold bath.
Cold bath water. We're making progress.
Sittable, but it's
Yeah.
not warm.
We're in the right spot. I could just watch this all day.
Yeah.
We all made it to the hot spring. And the sun is rising over the ocean, and we found one warm spot. We're all crammed into this little nook. But actually, I'm getting some lukewarm bath water my way.
It's kind of high tide right now, which is the coldest time to be in the hot spring.
But it's going out.
Is it?
That's what matters. This is my little pool. Not sharing because the guys have the warm nook. Hopped to another pool. Not as warm as the last, but we were getting burned. Well, we had a good soak in the hot spring, didn't we?
It was a nice morning.
Scott and Steph should be here in a couple hours to pick us up. The rescue truck has arrived. Whoa, look at that teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, getting her all strapped in. Ready to go. Tim and I are gonna ride our motocicletas to San Felipe. Alright, our last evening meal in Baja. Going to Crocodile. Queso! Tim came to Baja for the food. Well, it is our very last morning in Baja, and we're sad. I am sad. I really, really loved our time here, but very, very grateful that Scott and Steph are going to get us to the border with Nathan's bike, and also like revisiting that idea that Tim and I talked about luck on the way down. I think it's so funny. And thinking about how I think there are people who would be like, so unlucky. You know, the bike broke down in Baja. And for us, I feel like all of us, and especially me, I know I can't speak for other people's perspectives, where I'm like, I just feel so lucky that we broke down close to our favorite town and somebody walked into the store the moment we walked in and was able to rescue us, and that Scott and Steph are so genuinely willing to help and excited to help. And we're like, yes, we'll come get you. And they're going to get us to the border, and they wanted to show us all of their favorite things, as many as they could in the time that we had. Yeah, Adventure Co-op for the win. They're the best.
Well, we have made it to the border crossing on the Tecate side. We're just about to unload the bike. And yeah, Hopefully my bike runs long enough to make it across. Thank you, Scott, for all the help. You've been amazing. Appreciate it. Getting all the gear and everything off the truck, and then we'll unload the bikes and make our way across.
Last bike down. Sweet.
Scott, Steph, muchas gracias. Good luck, buddy. Good job. Thank you. Appreciate everything. You're very welcome. You guys are awesome. Glad we could make friends. Hopefully it's in a better way next time.
Totally.
Thanks, Steph.
We'll get more riding in next time. Oh, yeah.
Bummer.
That was it?
That's it? Should we just push across the street then? Okay, let's go.
This was the moment the engine seized. We had successfully made it to the border, through the US border checkpoint, and were crossing the road to the border parking lot. The plan was to leave Kris here with my 500 and go get the truck where it was parked a few miles away, load up the bikes, and make our way home. To say I was relieved would be an understatement. With the help of our friends, we had made it back to the US.
All right, they're off to get the truck. And I am waiting. And I'm just going to sit and enjoy this downtime that I have, waiting for Nathan and Tim to get back with the truck. There's a good breeze. I like this spot because I can sit in the shade and still see the bike and all my gear. And yeah, I think we're on the way to a solid recovery.
Thank you for riding along with us on this Baja adventure. We're incredibly grateful for every one of you who tuned in to see this journey through. And a massive shout out to Scott, Steph, and Blake for the ultimate rescue when my bike called it quits 400 kilometers from the border. You guys are the real MVPs here. In the end, the challenges only made me want to see more, do more, and experience more of this magical place. If you want to be there for the next one, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next ride.